Good morning, boys. So we're now at the point of not running away and running towards me. Well, not running. Okay. Can I sit down, please? Can I sit down, please? Thank you. Thank you. All right. Ah, how you all doing? How is everybody doing? Oh, there's my pal. He's ready. He's in his spot. All right. You guys, give me a moment. Ah, I see you. I see you. Don't stop pecking me yet. Right. Let me fold this over. Ah, all right. I guess you get to eat first. Hmm? Is that your plan? Right. Let me just feed some of these guys first. One, two. Wait. No, come back. Come back. You were sat there, so, you know, gonna reward you, but I gotta at least get the other guys some. Hey, look, I'm probably gonna be talking a lot of shit this morning. In 72 hours. Come down. I can't reach. Oh, I'm about 72 hours into a water fast. Oh, what a feeling. I'm really spaced this morning. It's not good because I've got a meeting in a couple of hours, a big meeting. Ah, but I think I'm about time to ready to break the fast. I would have liked to do another day or so, just for the health benefits, but Puppy's gonna chase you. There you go, Sonny. Yeah, I would have liked to do another day, but I'm kind of sluggish and my brain's a bit. Ugh, I don't even know how to describe my brain. But I've done this before, and in other occasions it's been a lot worse. So my body's getting a bit more used to it. Come down, come down. Look, I can't reach you. Oh no. There you go. Oh, all right. Uh, I've heard something change hands, but I can't be bothered. All right. Oh, put my cigar down for a moment. If anybody likes cigars, I used to only smoke Colombian cigars, but at the moment I'm smoking a Nicaraguan um, Deadwood Estate Sweet Jane. Oh, I heard about these because they're very sweet tasting as well. And I used to get the little ones, but they brought out a bigger one, a Maduro version. And it's real nice. It's a pretty decent size. I'll tell you what, you know, within a within a few puffs of that, I'm feeling sort of good again. I'm feeling on form. There's a lot of negativity around smoking at the moment. And isn't that weird? Like, there's nobody asked themselves why at one point it was ramped up and, it's considered the best thing you could possibly do. And now it's considered the worst thing you could possibly do. And at both times, most people believed the narrative. It was the worst thing. Sorry, it was the best thing. Everybody believed it. Everybody's smoking. You know, then it's the worst thing, and then everybody stops. And nobody questions that. They just say, "Oh, well, they learned more. No, or they learned better." Okay, great. So what's the rule then? That they always make mistakes in the beginning, but then they learn afterwards. Okay, well, it wouldn't the rule to humans be don't try anything that they tell you in the beginning? And there's a lot of things that come to mind for that. But depending on your sensitivity, you can work that out for yourself. But anyway, I smoke for the health benefits and for the pleasure of it. It's fucking brilliant. Now, health wise, you got to look it up for yourself what nicotine does for the body. And if you're smoking cigars as well, decent cigars, if you're smoking cigars, then, you haven't got all the nasty shit that they put in cigarettes. And if you're telling me vaping's better than smoking cigarettes, oh, fucking hell. Better the devil you know, if you ask me. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure if I showed you that. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I think my brain hasn't quite switched on yet this morning. It's, 72-hour fast. You guys should try it. Really good for the body. Really good for the digestive system. Bit of a reset, body enters autophagy. Starts eating off all the bad cells. Do wonders for your waistline if anyone's struggling. It's not that hard either. It's you get a few like a few moments. You'll get. I mean, out of 72 hours, I probably had about 3 moments that lasted. I don't know. Maybe one lasted half an hour or so. But you get a few moments where your body sort of tries to tell you that you're really starving. It's got to imagine all kinds of foods and stuff. Um, but other than that, it's no bother. And if you've got any digestive problems, that whole system settles right down. Hey, mama. All right. Anyone else feeding today? Oh, there we go. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't believe anybody. Nobody in authority anywhere. So today I've got a big meeting. I talked about this a little in the past, and this represents probably a new moment in my life because you know I'm a bit of or I have been a bit of a runner in life. If situations aren't right, if people won't respect your boundaries, then I tend to just leave, and that's family, relationships, personal and professional. And over the last few years, um, I've I've kind of been working on that in different ways. And as a result of that, I've been starting to, well, yeah, instead of just kind of leaving a situation, Although I have been leaving, but I've been leaving from a position of strength, I guess. And what's happened in a number of engagements that I've had with the companies, they've often, well, they, they've often fired the person who I'm having an issue with, or relocated them to another department, and then asked me to stay or increase my rate. The last one trebled my rate. And, I mean, that was definitely progress for me, not just leaving empty handed, but actually getting what I wanted. Now, it was kind of okay, but it's a kind of a bit of a bittersweet pill, when you actually have to like force your hand rather than just kind of explaining your situation. Um, but sometimes that's life, isn't it? I mean, I think there's very few people. I think those of us who've had our boundaries just trampled our entire life. Not all of us, but some of us then, I think, tend to be a bit more sensitive of other people's boundaries. And we act in a way where we wouldn't we wouldn't want to potentially trample anybody else's boundary. And maybe that's just because we kind of don't want anything from anyone anymore. Um, lost my train of thought. Yeah, I think I need some food before this meeting today. To eat these guys so much this morning. I definitely need a bit of an energy boost this morning. So yeah, so for it is, yeah. So yeah, but today represents something different for me, because today will be the first day. I've got a big board meeting, and today will be the first day, probably ever, where I'm literally just going to stay at my position and stand my ground. You know, and I've been doing that over the last month or two with this engagement. Here's my little pal. She kind of sits between my legs now. Um, well, yeah, so I've been doing it a lot more with this engagement. But today, I've kind of really ramped it up, and I'm kind of a bit fed up, of just kind of being bypassed on certain decisions and things. I'm being brought in to make these decisions. I'm the subject matter expert, and then I'm being bypassed on them, and my recommendations aren't being followed. And then, when the consequences manifest, they're not being acknowledged. They're being written off as not real, um, which is very fucking annoying. So today for me is the first day where I'm literally just going to go in, and basically say, look, this is the crack. This is how I'm working. No ultimatums, just no walking away. This is the crack. This is how I'm working. Now, if you want to do something about it, that's your business. So this, you know, it's kind of the first time I'm saying, look, this is me. I'm not changing. If you don't like it, that's your business. Do something. So yeah, that's this morning. I think why I haven't done this before is because I think the opportunity, I think the situation, the relationship, or the what, or the opportunity, whatever, was never really worth it. Whereas this one, I've had to sort of reinvent myself after my divorce and things, and so the last 3 years, I've kind of built myself back up again from scratch. And and so yeah, over the last 3 years, I kind of built myself back up again. And but yeah, and I've got to a stage where the starting from nothing, almost thinking I was going to be homeless at one point. You know, very very close to it. Um, I built myself back up. Over 3 years, and it's been hard because I've had to completely reinvent myself. And I've done that a few times, but not from such a place. Um, and I have. I built myself back up. So in terms of why this engagement or this relationship is actually worth fighting for, one, I've done a lot of work on myself in the last 3 years, and two, the money's really good. It's good enough to get me back on my feet. Um, properly back on my feet. But that alone wouldn't do it because I've got plenty of other opportunities of just almost as good sort of money kind of thing. But I see potential in this company or group of companies. Oh, sorry, sweetheart. The rat just jumped. She was right between me and then she kind of like jumped over me. That's all right, sweetheart. You didn't expect me to reach down there, did you? Um, yeah, I see potential in there's different members of the board who are brilliant in their own right. But I think as a group, they're probably lacking my skill set, which is obviously why they brought me in. But they're also lacking my ethos. You know, they're lacking who I've become as a person, and I think they've helped bring that out of me. And one of the board kind of hinted at something like this, and I think it's not my responsibility, but it's my wish to inject that into this company, this organization. Because if I can get this in there, that will feel like a quality piece of work. And from there, you know, whether we continue our ways or they go their own way, I think that's going to make a massive difference to a lot of people. A lot of people, all the people there they serve, so to speak, and I think that'll be something for me to be really proud of. So yeah, I think I'm just going to need to get a little bit of food inside me beforehand because I'm flooding. Yeah, yeah, it's going to be an interesting day. Right. I thought I was going to see the swans today, so I'm guessing they're still further down the river. I might make a trip this afternoon to try and find them. I normally only bring out food in the morning, but I might pack some extra food around lunchtime or. Come on, buddy. I can't resist feeding you. You're my favorite. You're not my favorite, but yeah, one of the first guys who fed for me. You're all my favorites. I don't have any favorites. You're all great. But we're closer. And you can be closer to somebody without them being without you loving them any more or less than the others. And isn't that the case? I mean, all animals, all people, they're all worthwhile. Some people you love, some people you hate. But everybody is as worth anybody else. That doesn't mean some people shouldn't be locked away or something, but I think we all have inherently as much value as anyone else. So yeah, I think I'll make a special trip later on to see the swans. I wonder, does anybody else push themselves in life? Of course they do. Some people have reached great heights. What about anybody watching this who struggles or is struggling in life? Do you ever try and push yourself to the next level? Do you ever challenge yourself that maybe you could improve on some things? What's that like for you? What's your experience with that? Have you tried and failed and given up for a while, and then maybe tried again later? It's a tough thing, isn't it? It takes time, and I think we're all easily disappointed. I think for me, a big shift came when I realized that I'm playing the long game here. And although I'm probably more than halfway through my life right now, I still got plenty of time. And I think we're playing for. I think you've got to play the long game, haven't you? Because if you're trying for the quick wins, like seriously, what the hell do you think is going to happen? Like, or what did I use? Because I used to do this. What the hell did I think was going to happen? Like, I'll tell you what I think. What I think I used to think would happen. I used to think that I would become mega, mega successful. I had some crazy dreams. And I thought I would just compound from one win to the next. And I would get a lot of wins in life. But then I would get some huge failures and everything would collapse down, or I would allow everything to collapse down, or I would walk away, or I would start something else. And but I would just think to myself, okay, well, I did it fast last time. I did it good last time. Let me just quickly build it back up again. And I would do that. And after doing that a few times, you kind of realize that probably isn't the best way to go. And I think just long term growth is the way to go. Because, what's the point in growing quickly if you're going to lose everything just as quickly? And isn't that the thing that, say the quicker it comes, the quicker it goes. You know, the bigger they are, the harder they fall, or, whether that's relevant, who knows? Hey, sweetie. Yeah, sorry. Do you want some? Do you want some bigger pellets? Try and feed the females a little bit. Yeah, it's the thing about it. There's a lot of people who don't, a lot of dogs, they don't get fed a lot here, do they or not? These big boys at the front get a lot of food, but a lot of these guys at the back don't, and they kind of just wait patiently. I gotta mix this out a bit. Don't just be selfish and wanna hand feed everybody because only the brave ones come forward. Look how hungry they are. Oh, there's a fishing hook. Oh, so try and keep them away from that. It looks like a good one. You guys aren't here for this, are you? You're here for the seed. I know you guys. Come on. All right, I think I'm just gonna stop feeding for a little while. I've got a little bit of food left. Probably about half an hour before I go get ready for my meal. And once the kind of I'm speaking with my cigar a lot. Just had a funny thought, like, who the hell watches my videos? I talk some shit. There's a little bit of good stuff sprinkled in, but it's probably not that well thought out. Certainly not taking the time to compose myself or collect my thoughts. I think I should watch my own videos and give myself feedback, which will probably help me make better videos. And probably also help me be a better person. You know, is there any other way to kind of observe yourself in life? I can't observe myself in a work setting. You can reflect on what you've done, but you're kind of doing it from an inside position. I talk some shit. Mhm. Oh, I probably talk too much to myself, to the people I'm still connected with. Yeah, when I started streaming these videos, I wondered what I'd have to say, but it seems I've got endless things to say. I never shut up. My brain's like that though. It's getting better. but it's constant ADHD, I think. Never stops though. Like, I mean, over the last few months, I've worked real hard on it. Last couple of years, really, and I'm pretty calm. I'm pretty zen. I'm sitting in my parasympathetic nervous system. Don't have any anxiety. Even this big board meeting today, I'm not asked about. I'm a little bit, slightly, the right amount of anxious, probably. But I'm not worried. But prior to doing this work, and still some of the time, my brain is on friggin' overdrive. The shit I think about, shit that doesn't even concern me about the world and stuff. Ugh. I write little notes in my phone so that I can kind of just write them down and forget them. I've got thousands of the things, thousands. Ideas, inventions, reflections, suggestions, criticisms. Fuck me, it never ends. I think, do a lot of people's brains work that way? Are a lot of people's brains just on overdrive like that? Maybe not. Maybe that's why a lot of people are happy, because they're not. I know I'm at my happiest when my brain calms down and shuts up. And actually, before I started making these videos, I used to sit here almost completely zen. And I would reach some peak states of calm and happiness. But I kind of feel I've started something now. So I kind of feel I have a responsibility to continue these videos. More just to stick it, I guess, and see where it'll go. And I've thought about buying these glasses so I can just put the glasses on instead of holding the camera. And I think what I'm trying to do now is just point the camera somewhere and look somewhere else. I keep thinking about buying these camera glasses, but it doesn't seem like a simple solution. You know, all the major brands, they don't let you live stream and stuff. And I don't think I want to think about this enough to just like record footage. Because if I record it, then I'm going to be kind of tempted to edit it and try and make a good video. And really, I'm not a content creator. I build systems that will help deliver the content. That's somebody else's job. That's how I feel anyway. Who knows? Fuck me. My mind just wanders. How the hell I get through the day? How the hell I get through a single day? My mind's just, and it's probably more so because I'm on the back of this fast, the 72-hour water fast. But still, yeah, I'm gonna go and have some milk and honey or some bone broth when I get back in. You know what you pecking my foot for? Do I peck your foot? Anyway, I'm waiting for the the females to come over so I can feed them. They generally come over at the end, but I may not have enough time because sometimes I got to sit here over an hour for that to happen. Yeah, I reckon this stream is shit today. Nobody's watching. I don't blame you. Don't think I would watch. Oh, there she is. There's a female. Come on then, sweetie pie. Come on. There you go. There you go. You got your man with you. Pretty, right? Ain't she pretty? If I was a dog, I'd go out with you. Oof, she's beautiful. Very feminine, these ducks. Very elegant. And some more, sweetheart. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You got to cue to these guys. Females really respond to that. Yeah, so yesterday I saw a whole load of new chicks, new duck chicks. So there must have been about another six. Now, if any of those five, oh, there's one of the other ducklings. So there's, I think, well, hopefully she's still got three. She had three a couple of days ago, but I've only seen one for the last couple of days. But maybe they're off having little adventures, which they tend to do. They're pretty tough, the chicks, from an early age. Yeah, they're still obviously vulnerable, but what of that? But I mean, if hopefully if she gets those six up, well, what's the likelihoods? Even if you get half up, that would be a massive explosion for the female population next year. Oh, and then the year after. How many ducks would this river support? I'm probably doing a lot of it myself each morning. Well, a lot of tourists do a lot of feeding. Wonder what these guys will do in the winter. I'll be out. I'll still be out each morning. Might not sit for a while, but I'll come and bring them food. I wonder. Yeah, I'm thinking of moving towns. Moving back to my old town. Not my original town, but one of my older towns. Very personal reasons to kind of help somebody out a bit. I think I'm happy here. I like it here, I really do. I built a nice life here. Very slowly. Look at the mama. Look at the mama dog. Jeez. Fighting off two males. She's become quite ferocious. She's become very strong, very ferocious. Good for her. Come on, sweetie pie. Come on, sweetie pie. Let me see if this mama will come over. Come on, sweetheart. Come on. No. Yeah, it's tricky trying to get any food into her. I've got to just singly throw her the pellets. Because if I throw a few in, she'll get some of them, but A lot of others will. And even the ducklings actually starting to take the bigger pellets now, which is good. But I'm guessing there's a decent amount of calories in these. Maybe not quite the nutrition of the seeds, but more calories in there for them. Get a few of them pellets into the ducklings, and you know, shouldn't take too much to fill their bellies. Well, I hope my deliveries arrived this morning. My food delivery. I have a pretty simple diet, predominantly milk and honey, raw milk, unpasteurized from straight from the cow, and raw honey, unpasteurized, both containing all the natural bacteria and enzymes. And occasionally I throw in a little bit of bone broth in there, and a little bit of sea moss, just for the macronutrient spread. Uh, but essentially, it's a liquid diet, and water, obviously, which is hard for me to digest, believe it or not, but I try. And quite often, well, I'm pretty much dehydrated a lot of the time, which I think we're probably overhydrated a lot of the time. I think I'm probably dehydrated, but I think the peak performance lies somewhere in the middle of where I'm at and where you know mainstream tells us we should be at. What is it? What is it now? Like 3 liters of water a day. In a few years, it's going to be like 10 liters of water a day. And you could laugh at that and say that's ridiculous. That would never happen. But if you said to somebody friggin' 5 or 10 years ago that it's whatever it is now, 2 or 3 liters, they would laugh at you. They would think that's crazy. Where the hell are you going to find the time to drink two fucking liters of water? Where the hell are you going to find the time to do that? But that's what it is now. And everybody's doing it. Everybody's walking around with their waters and congratulating themselves when they get their water in. What are you doing, man? You're just diluting your blood. And you know that by how bloody clear your piss is. Fucking hell, this fast is not doing my random thoughts any. Or is it? Is it just releasing them all? Fuck knows. Anyone else do long-term fasts? I've done a couple of 14-day fasts before. They were pretty brutal. Um, done quite a lot of 24, 40-hour fasts. And I've done a few 72-hour fasts. They're good. They're good. They're a complete reset. And each time I do it, it feels A lot easier, a lot better. I don't suffer as much, like you kind of get like a flu sometimes when you first start doing these fasts. I don't seem to get that anymore. I'm a, on the third day, I'm a little bit spacier. My brain's a little bit spacier, and I'm a bit sluggish in my movements. But that's on the third day, and I'm about to eat soon anyway, or drink, should I say. So I'll either have milk or honey, but if my organic delivery has arrived, look how fast those ducklings are. So fast. The mother has to fly to catch up with it. Well, I gotta go soon. I'd like to sit here a bit longer, but I gotta go for this meeting. Although, still gotta finish my cigar, unless I finish it in the car. I like these cigars. They're good. Hour and a half. Yeah, I like to feed the females. They're in a massive minority here and very important for the future of this flock. Hmm. I've been watching The Last Man on Earth. Great series. I mean, it's full of this bollocks woke agenda, but it's kind of good because you can kind of see through it, and it doesn't always follow the narrative, and it'll kind of present both sides sometimes. But it's fucking hilarious. The guy in there, he's such an annoying douchebag. Yeah, do you need to peck me? Come on then. Come on then if you're coming. If you're gonna peck me. Don't even peck me. Just peck my ass now, not even my back. Rude. Come on then. Come on, buddy. Come on. You can do it. But yeah, he's so annoying, but in some ways, like it's like a genius program. This is the second time I've watched it through, and I think I'm gonna have to watch this so many times. It's like Rick and Morty and stuff like that. There's so much genius in these programs, and there's got to be really. They're like teams of writers who make these things, and they're all sitting down. If you ever watch any of the sort of behind the scenes interviews or anything, they discuss such seriousness and it's such length of what they were trying to achieve in like single scenes, that take a few seconds and stuff. Some of these series are people's life's work. And don't we take them so much for granted? We'll watch a series and then great, yeah, we get a high from it and then we want to go on to the next. But we don't realize in some cases these are people's, almost life's work or years and years and years of many people's work. Oh, come on, even the rats are biting my friggin' feet now. What's the matter? You want some? Come on, let me drop you some down. Come on then. I haven't really dropped any down for you guys today, have I? All right, I see you. I see you, sweetheart. I see you. Yes. Last Man on Earth, what a series. I recommend it. I find most TV I can't fucking watch anymore. So much bollocks. So much agenda. Like, do they really think, well, I know it's stupid. But do they think we're that stupid? Or are many of us still that stupid? I don't know. I think maybe we are. Otherwise, they wouldn't make them, would they? Fucking hell, some of the stuff I can't even watch. Oh. But yeah, Last Man on Earth's really good. I've just been buying all the old shows. I can't even. I really hate the stream anymore. You know, I'm sure there's some good alternatives out there to the mainstream. Uh, streaming companies. But I like to watch things on DVD now and Blu-ray. You know, old school. Actual have ownership, physical ownership, which again is something that's being very frowned upon, isn't it? Like they say, we should own nothing and be happy. Okay, well, why don't you own nothing and be happy? But I guess you'll still own some stuff, right? But all of us won't. Hmm. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you for liberating me of all my possessions. Very kind of you. Oh, maybe I should be kind and liberate you of yours. I mean, yeah, if you didn't have to own anything and you just had everything you needed, that'd be cool. But the question is, who provides it? Who provides the things you need? Do they own them? I think we'll get to a point where we don't own our phones. We don't own our brain chips. We don't own anything. And maybe soon we won't even own our bodies. Some crazy sci-fi shit there. But I think that's the way they want it to go. I think we're probably just gonna go that way. Most of us anyway. I don't see myself going that way. Oh, I feel a bit better sharing my random thoughts and having a good amount of nicotine in my bloodstream. System's firing again. I seem clear headed. My vision seems clearer. We'll see what my physical movement's like when I get up in a minute and walk. Ah, God bless cigars. Thank you, Lord, for providing cigars. See, that's one of my greatest pleasures in life right now. Good cigar. Sorry, sweetheart, I don't have anything. Okay, anyway, I'm going to end it there, and I'm going to take a walk back up and get myself sorted.